You're good.
Hello, Mr. Bryan. My name is Mike Gilbert. I'm one of the business managers here. May I join you, sir?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you. So I have 3 responsibilities here at the dealership. One is to review all your paperwork, assist you in any funding needs, and be able to get you here as quick as possible. May I begin, sir?
Yes, you may.
Okay. So I see here in credit application we have BAREN Johnson, JOHNOSN. Is that correct? That's how you like your name to appear in
Yes,
title
it is.
purpose? And then I see you have your address here as 153 Main Avenue.
That is correct.
Okay. So I see here we're purchasing a 2021 red Kia with 20,000 miles. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Congratulations. I see also that we traded in a 2017 Toyota Camry, and I see we have a payoff of $9,597. Did you verify the payoff, or did your salesperson did for you, sir?
My salesperson.
Salesperson? Okay, great. By any chance, is any service contract with that vehicle that you would like to cancel today?
Nope.
No?
Nothing.
Okay, awesome. So for insurance verification purposes, I see you have here the insurance listed as Geico. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Have you reached out to your agent recently?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And do you have full coverage, sir?
Absolutely.
And if you don't mind me asking, what the deductible is?
500.
500. Okay, great. Here's the figures we agreed to. Here's your down payment of $3,000. We have a payoff balance of $9,597, and it leaves us here with the unpaid balance shown here.
That's correct.
That's correct? Okay. So I'm gonna move forward to your credit application. You will feel more comfortable talking about it here or in my business office?
Here's fine.
Here's fine? Okay, great. So do you fill out this credit application, or do your salesperson did for you?
My salesperson.
Salesperson did? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a couple questions just to verify employment and all information is accurate, okay?
Okay.
So I see you're working for Pinnacle Corporation. You've been there for 10 years, and you have an annual income of $52,000. Is that before or after taxes?
That's before.
Before taxes. Okay. Is any additional income you would like to add to that?
No, that's everything.
Okay, so before I go into your credit application, you would say you have good, bad, or somewhere in between? Okay?
Somewhere in between.
What make you say that, sir?
Fell behind on a couple credit cards.
Okay. Yeah, I see that here. We have late payment for one of your Amex. The reason why I asked you, some of our lenders might ask you a couple of questions in regards of that.
Okay.
So I want to make sure I get the story right. So in case we have to put any documentation for that purpose. Do you have any paperwork that justify that you're back and current on
I do.
those
Yeah, I have my current bill with me.
Okay, great. Okay, so I have enough information here to get your paperwork started. Are you familiar with an iPad, sir?
I am.
Okay, so I have a brief survey for you to fill out for me. This will help us expedite the process, and I should be back in 10 or 15 minutes, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mr. Bryan. Here's the iPad.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Bryan, congratulations.
Thank you.
I see we are approved at a $488 payment with 52 cents. We have a 4.99 APR and on the 66 months term. So that brief survey that you filled out for me earlier is a customized protection package below here that I would like to share with you in your specific situation. So based on the driver analysis, we have certain coverage that I will offer you to you, but before I get into detail with that, I want to let you know that you could take delivery of your vehicle at that $488 payment, okay? Now this is additional coverage based on your driving behavior and information that you fill out in our survey. So we want to make sure if there's any repairs or any service maintenance or anything like this in addition, it won't be in addition to your payment. You can be all covered and have to come out of pocket.
Okay.
Okay? So I have here the vehicle service contract. There's a platinum coverage. It covers you 5 years, 75,000 miles. You stated that you drive about 15,000 miles a year. So we want to make sure, in the case of any mechanical breakdown, you got a zero deductible out of pocket for parts and labor, so you'll be covered in that. So any certain repairs, say anything with your AC, anything that's not malfunctioning in your vehicle, just bring your vehicle to our shop and we'll be able to take care of that as zero deductible for you.
Okay.
Okay. We also stated that the 15,000 miles you drive around a year, maintenance is really important to you, so we want to make sure that you cover in the time of maintenance. So oil changes, filters, anything of this nature, you'll be completely covered in a cart maintenance coverage.
Okay.
And we have also total loss protection. This is what they refer as GAP. So the GAP insurance basically covers in an event of a total loss. There's going to be a depreciation ratio. This part the customer is responsible for. So as I see you made a $500 down payment. It's not a large amount, so you could be in that position where, in the case of a total loss, you will have to come out of pocket to pay that remaining balance. So the GAP may cover that full amount, and also you mentioned you have a $500 deductible, so that may waive that as well. Okay. Any questions you have in regards to the driver analysis?
Nope.
No? Okay. So now I have a total coverage. This is the second option I'm going to provide to you. This has the same coverage I just mentioned, but also adds an additional coverage for you for things that are of our control.
Okay.
So, for example, I know you say that you drive a lot, you be with your family out and so we have a hazard, tire, and wheel protection. So if you drive in, there's a pothole. In Charlotte, there's a lot of construction, and we've seen a lot of ladders on the road and objects of this nature. So if your tire would get busted by any nail, or you get a pothole, break your rim and tires, this will cover you up to $5,000. It was zero deductible out of pocket, and it covers you for 5 years. And there's unlimited repairs up to $5,000. Okay? We have a dent and dent protection. This will cover you for any dents and dent. I know you said you have kids play around, go to shopping malls. Sometimes, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. We go by, we're shopping, and you come back and there's a cart next to your car.
Right.
So we want to prevent this to happen to you, and then you have to be responsible for this. And also keep your vehicle looking as new as possible. So any dents and as the size of a credit card or smaller, we'll be able to cover. Also cover headlight restoration, windshield repair, and some interior coverage as well. So again, mentioning the kids, I have kids myself, so there's coverage I make sure I keep in my vehicles as well. So it protect me from any spills inside the vehicle, any rips on your seats, etc. You'll be able to take advantage of this protection as a deductible too.
Okay.
Do you have any questions in regards to these two coverage?
No, you covered everything.
Okay, awesome. So now I want to ask you, from these coverage I just presented to you, which one do you think is best suits you?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want either of them.
Sure. Okay. So I'm a little curious, Mr. Bryan. What will make you feel that? Well, I'm a little curious. I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson. What is it about the service contract that you don't like?
It's just a little too expensive for me.
Got you. I understand. I understand how you feel, Mr. Johnson. It's hard to justify the cost if you can't see the value. Do you mind if I ask you a couple more questions to see if this cost effective to you?
Sure.
Okay, great. So let's say, Mr. Johnson, right? After 3 years, you have a factory warranty repair. Your vehicle has a sudden breakdown. Right now, your payment is $488, and with your coverage, it'll be $537 a month. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So let's say after your warranty factory expires, you have a sudden repair of $3,000. All right. So would you say it would be easier for you to pay the $3,000 repair plus your $488, which that puts you at $3,488, or just the $537 at zero deductible to you?
The 537 is better.
I couldn't agree more, Mr. Johnson. So with that being said, would you like to keep the 5-year 60,000 mile coverage, or would you like to upgrade to the 6-year 100,000 miles?
The 5-year 60 is perfect.
5-year 60 is perfect. Okay, so please circle the coverage here for me and give me a full signature, sir, and I will get you on your way as quick as possible.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Congratulations again.
Thank you.